Imagine this. Newcastle is about to announce a new goalkeeper who's already played for the England national team and has history with Howe. But before we reveal his name and how this could change the club's plans, we need to talk about two important stories that directly affect the preseason and the team's future. So stick with me until the end, because what's coming last could change everything for Newcastle's goalkeeping. Before we get started, let's pick up the story from last time. Remember those Chelsea fans who were having a laugh at our expense? Well, thanks to you, this channel is growing, and now they've gone very quiet. But let's finish the job. If you love Newcastle and want to be part of this moment, subscribe right now. Let's hit 1,000 subscribers quickly. Let's prove we're not just fans, we're family. And together, no one laughs at us. News 1. Defense worry. Botman injured and out of friendlies. The preseason has barely started, and Newcastle fans have already been given a shock. Sven Botman, one of our defensive pillars, got injured and will miss the next few friendlies. In the match against Arsenal in Singapore, Botman came on at halftime to shore up the defense. But he only lasted 25 minutes, enough time to feel a sharp pain in his groin and have to come off. Harrison Ashby came on to replace him. Howe spoke after the game, trying to calm the fans down. He said it doesn't seem to be a serious injury, and medical tests confirmed that. But even so, it's enough to rule him out of the game against the K-League 11, and most likely he won't play against Tottenham either at the end of the Asian tour. So, he's expected to be back only the following weekend for the final friendlies against Espanyol or Atletico Madrid at St. James Park. Now, here's a bigger concern. Botman has had 2 seasons plagued by injuries, especially knee problems. Since joining for £35 million from Lille, he was a key player in our Champions League run in 2022-23, but has since struggled with fitness and lost momentum. And now, with another injury popping up at the start of preseason, the alarm bells are ringing. Fans are starting to wonder, can he handle the rigors of a full season? Especially with the Premier League kicking off soon, and our first match against Aston Villa already lined up. Howe's response shows the coach is handling this with care. He revealed that the preseason in Asia is not just about testing the squad, but also managing players' workload. The plan is to select those who are physically freshest for each game. Nobody will be pushed too hard, precisely to avoid further injuries before the official season starts. On top of that, there's the extreme heat in South Korea, which Howe himself pointed out as a risk factor in training and matches. Playing in such temperatures is draining, and that's tough for players returning from injury or with previous physical problems, just like Botman. So, even if the injury isn't serious, it comes at a tricky time. The team is still settling, with new signings arriving, and this was a moment to get everything clicking on the pitch. Losing a starting centre-back straight away does disrupt the whole plan. For fans, it's worrying. Botman is more than just a solid defender. He's a leader at the back, key to our build-up play, and when fully fit, the defense feels a lot safer with him in it. But if he can't get a run of games, Newcastle may have to look to the transfer market or rely on players who haven't yet shown the same consistency. Pre-season continues, but the warning signs in defense are flashing. Now we just have to hope for a quick recovery, and that this is just a temporary scare. News 2. Newcastle wants a new sun and dreams big in Asia. As the pre-season heats up, Newcastle aren't just focused on the pitch. The club is setting its sights on a huge market far beyond England, Asia. Howe, Newcastle's manager, held a press conference in Seoul, the capital of South Korea, where the team is preparing for the upcoming season. And he made it clear that the club's interest isn't just about marketing or gaining fans. The goal is much more ambitious, to find an Asian star on the level of Son Heung-min, the South Korean legend who's a Tottenham icon and a global reference. Howe spoke about Sung-Soo Park, the young South Korean defender Newcastle just signed. To him, Park's style is very similar to Son's, lots of speed, goal-scoring ability, and, most importantly, a big smile that shows how much he enjoys playing football. He's the kind of player who inspires his teammates and excites the fans. The manager didn't hide his dream. Besides expanding the club's commercial presence with Korean supporters, Newcastle wants to discover a new gem here who can shine in the Premier League and on the world stage. That's the main idea. And it doesn't stop there. Howe revealed he'll do everything he can to get Park on the pitch in the friendly against the K-League 11, basically a combined team of South Korea's best players. Even though it's just the start of Park's career, showcasing him now is a strategy to boost his confidence, help him gel with the squad, and, of course, get the local fans to start connecting with the club. This trip through Asia is about much more than just friendly matches. The team was welcomed with a huge celebration at Incheon International Airport. Korean fans know the squad inside out, from the veterans to the youth players, who were all swamped with autograph and photo requests. The atmosphere is buzzing with excitement and anticipation. The local press is also covering every move Newcastle makes in force. At Howe's press conference, for instance, there were journalists from Korea Times, for 42 Korea, and other major outlets, all eager to hear what the English club thinks about Asian football and how it plans to grow in the region. On top of that, Newcastle know they are not alone here. Barcelona, another European giant, is also in Seoul preparing for their season and taking on FC Seoul in a friendly. It's a big meeting of top clubs, and it raises a question. Will Howe take the chance to scout potential Champions League opponents while he's here? That possibility adds an interesting twist to the preseason. But what's clear is just how much Newcastle is investing in the future, not just in football, but in their global brand. South Korea isn't just another stop on the tour. It's a strategic market, a talent hotspot, and a chance to make history. News 3. Goalkeeping bombshell. Ramsdale on his way to Newcastle. All right, get ready because the news that could change Newcastle's fortunes next season has just landed, and it's all about goalkeepers. After that whole saga with James Trafford, who seemed set for Newcastle but ended up back at Manchester City, the club didn't waste any time and is now close to sealing a deal for a name everyone knows and respects, Aaron Ramsdale. Yes, the very same keeper who worked with Eddie Howe at Bournemouth and has plenty of Premier League experience. Ramsdale has played for Arsenal, Sheffield United, Southampton, and now is almost ready to don the black and white shirt of Newcastle. According to Fabrizio Romano, one of the most trusted sources in the transfer market, the deal is pretty much done. Ramsdale will arrive on a season-long loan with an option to buy at the end. This means the club can assess his performance before deciding whether to make the move permanent, which offers peace of mind and less financial risk. One thing that stands out is that Ramsdale plays differently from the current number one, Nick Pope. Pope is known for being very reliable and solid between the sticks, but he struggles a bit with playing out from the back, something that's becoming increasingly important in modern football and was highlighted in Newcastle's recent friendlies against Celtic and Arsenal, where the team struggled with ball progression. Ramsdale, on the other hand, has a more modern style, quicker on the ball and with good passing skills, which is something Eddie Howe values highly. Having worked with Ramsdale before, Howe knows the potential he has to add not just offensively but also in building attacks from the back. Even with Ramsdale's arrival, Pope is likely to start the season as first choice, as the club wants to keep a healthy competition for the number one shirt. This internal battle could raise the level of both keepers, and the fans stand to benefit from that. Plus, since Ramsdale's on loan, Newcastle can save money and focus their spending on other areas that need strengthening, like midfield, attack, and even defense, especially following Botman's injury. This signing is basically a plan B that's turned into a smart move by Newcastle to secure quality and depth in the squad. If all goes well, we could soon see one of the best goalkeeper duos in the Premier League, and that makes a big difference over the course of a season. So, the question is, will Ramsdale come in and win over the fans straight away? Or will Pope keep his spot? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, this battle for the gloves is going to be fiery. Alright, Toon fans, what do you think about Ramsdale's possible arrival? Does he look like Newcastle's next number one, or should Pope still have your full trust? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this debate is going to run deep. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the preseason bombshells, and hit the bell for all the latest updates coming your way. See you in the next video, and maybe with another signing already confirmed.